Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, welcome. My name is Jordie James, and thank you so much for joining me today. I was this close to not making the show this morning because I had to take my beautiful daughter down to the train station because the trains are coming up to where I live in the country at the moment. So, and she doesn't like coaches, which is really interesting. Anyway, so today, what's really interesting, I was trying to sort of think about what I was going to talk about today. And I've just been sort of shown that the journey and what we go through, both mentally and physically, can be quite two different journeys, but also one that becomes whole. And as we walk in this life, we always get pulled in different directions of being there for someone, but then we have to be there for ourselves as well. And well-being has become a big part of my journey in working with spirit and working with universal energies, and also I'm a little bit witchy woo as well. So there's an element here where I know that I'm so aware of my own body and my own mental state that I get itchy feet, or I get a little bit anxious, or no, it's not anxious, it's antsy. It's like nails down the chalkboard for me when I need to do some self-care. And self-care can be really important, not just when we work in the beautiful energy realm, but also day-to-day life as well. Like the everyone needs self-care. So buying a bunch of flowers for ourselves, having a nice, gorgeous, long bath, going to a spa date, getting massages done, getting acupuncture. I think I've said this before. Acupuncture for me is my lifesaver because she allows and realigns me to a point where I'm so aware of my body. If something's playing up, I always go to metaphysics. What's going on? Where is that coming from? I know I'm okay, but I need to tweak that, or I need to work on that point of my mental health. So, and in the industry that I'm in, and a lot of the beautiful psychics and mediums that are on the radio network, we do go through some mental health stuff as well. We are not alone. We are not be all end all. We do go through the human experience as well, which is really important to know that when you go to a beautiful intuitive counselor or a medium, we are there as the channel, and the channel can be quite sometimes a little bit distorted. So we, as myself, being a channel and being that beautiful conduit between the worlds, as well as connecting with your own energy, that we have to look after ourselves. So, and then that also goes to our beautiful clients, such as yourselves, being very like looking after yourselves as well. And if you feel it, like I know over in the beautiful states, you're going into spring at the moment. And yes, I know there's a lot of lockdowns in the UK and over in the US, and we're quite lucky over here at the moment. We're in a lower stage of lockdown. Like there's certain things that we still can't do, but we have more freedoms now, and it's starting to look really promising now that things are turning around in the sort of environment, is what I want to say. I don't want to go into too much. But being in the lockdown stage is also making sure that you look after yourselves, because sometimes we are there for everyone else and we sometimes forget to look after ourselves. So I feel today's inspirational talk, as I like to call them now, is the fact that self-care and looking after ourselves, both mentally as well as physically, is really important. And I know spring is sprung over in the US and the Northern Hemisphere. So I wish I could jump on a plane right now and go over the spring, because we're going into autumn, winter, and we're starting to get really cold. We've actually already started to get snow up on the mountains. So I love the change of season, don't get me wrong, but I do love spring. I love the flowers and just the freshness and the warmth in the air. So we're getting into the crisper sort of air now. So thank you for listening. But please, if you do, just do something a little bit of self-care today just for yourselves or this evening. It'll give you a little bit of a pep up, even in the morning, like dance like no one's watching in the morning to keep your motivation up for the day. Okay. So I have beautiful Tammy from Madison Heights in Virginia. Hi, Tammy. How you going?
Good. You?
Yeah, good. It really it's bloody cold over here, so I hope you're warming up over there. So how would you like me to work for you today, Tammy? Would you like me to work with what's going on around you, so psychically or
Yes.
mediumshiply, which is what's
All
going
the
on around
first
you?
one. Yeah.
Yep, no problem. All right, Tammy. You sound absolutely gorgeous, but you also so would you understand that as I blend with your energy, I know that on the outside you can be quite um energetic and quite sort of fun, but on the inside it's like a duck on water with your energy. You could be beautiful and calm and really energetic on the outside, but on the inside you're running 100 miles an hour. Would that make sense to you?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because at this moment, it's like you've got no time for yourself. Would you understand this?
Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my God, I feel like you're being pulled in so many different directions, but in a good way, like family and looking after people. And do you have children? Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. I feel like you've got a mob of children, but I also feel, oh, Tammy, you're one of those beautiful mums, and beautiful people that have the whole neighborhood sort of gather, like children, neighborhood children just gather to your house. Would you understand that?
Yeah.
Thank you. Because I feel like it's like, let's go to Tammy's and like it's just like full on running around rugrats and everything running around you. So do you have three or four children or do you just have does that make sense to you?
Yes, I have four.
Thank you. Because it's like I want to say, as I blend with this, I know that, oh, okay, I keep wanting to say to you, you are doing the right thing. You've made some decisions over the last month or two that have been a little bit, I want to say, setting your boundaries. Would that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. And I just feel, and I'm getting goosebumps with this, Tammy, that you've done the right thing. And what you've done, I don't know if you've pulled children out of school to, I know you've just gone into spring break, but there's an aspect here of, I feel that you've had to make a decision that even though it was hard, it was the right decision, is what I feel. Does this make sense to you?
Yes, it does.
And, thank you. And I feel like it's around the oldest or second oldest child, but I know as I blend with this that you don't think of it, don't be so hard on yourself is what I feel. I also want to say I feel like I want to give you a big bunch of flowers and just appreciate all that you do. And sometimes it's really hard. I don't know, I don't feel okay, thank you. I feel that you're doing a lot of things on your own. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Thank you. And it's not to say that you don't have support because you do, but you're one of these beautiful people that just doesn't burden other people with your burdens. Would you understand this?
Yes.
Thank you. The other thing too is I was just talking about this and I feel like please don't shoot the messenger, but I would like to hit you over the head with a beautiful blow up hammer just to give yourself some self care days and really sit down and read a book or watch a show or do something to feel reignite your passion again because I know you've been doing a lot for a lot of other people. Do you understand this?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Totally.
Sorry.
I said yes, totally.
Yeah, good. Because I feel like I want to throw a book at you so you can start reading. But also the other thing too is I keep hearing do audio books because it doesn't matter if you're driving, you're still listening to your favorite book, or you're still, and music, I know you love music. What's with the drums? I feel like drums are quite important for you.
Yes, they are.
Thank
The
you.
beat of the song.
Thank you. Yeah, because I feel like I want to say you need to get one of those beautiful tribal drums, or just because I'm just looking at, I just looked to my side and I've got a beautiful bookcase and I've got my own drum here, and they're like sort of showing me that you need to one, yes, definitely walk to the beat of your own drum, but also get some drumming in and listening to it like as if you're not going, like I want to say, at least sort of sit down and have a couple of minutes to yourself to listen to the drum, like a tribal drum beat, just to listen to it, to ignite that energy in you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Thank you. Now, Tammy, also, I know that would you understand that you are making a decision whether or not to go back to study?
Yes.
Thank you. I want to say yes, and I know the time will fall into place for you. So don't take it as if I don't have enough time, because as soon as you say yes to this study, you will be doing it and time will show itself for you.
Okay.
Okay? So I just want to
Yeah.
go do it. All right? So Tammy, I'm running out of time, but may I leave that with you, gorgeous? Have a lovely week. Have a lovely evening, or rest of the week anyway. And thank you again for allowing me to connect with you. And
thank you so much.
You're most welcome, gorgeous. And enjoy those little rugrats. I know they're running around everywhere. All right, beautiful people. Thank you so much for joining me. Have a great evening, great weekend. Blessings and hugs. And just catch me on my Facebook page, website, still working on. I'm getting there. Facebook page, Jordie Jane Psychic Medium. Thank you so much for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Oh my God, if I can have my coffee. All right. Bye.